Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome once again to our technical English lesson for grade 11. Our lesson today is Manufacturing 1. It's on pages 28 and 29 of the course book. Let's look at the objectives. We have 3 objectives in this lesson. Number 1, identify basic car vocabulary. Number 2, put 6 stages in car assembly into order in flowchart after reading the text. Number 3, write captions for photos using gerund after reading the text. Let's begin. What do you know about cars? Can you name these parts? Pause the video and give it a try. Now let's check. Very good. Can you name any other parts of a car? Do you know the location and function of these parts? Chassis, drive shaft, axle, and body. Let's find out their location and function. Chassis. This is chassis. Is the base frame that supports the engine and body of the car. Drive shaft. This is a drive shaft. It is the rotating shaft that transmits the power from the engine to the wheels. Axle. This is the axle. Axle is a bar that connects 2 wheels of a car. And we have body. This should be easy. This is the body of a car. It is the painted metal shell of the car. Before we continue, let's look at some words we will come across in the lesson. We have manufacturing, assembly plant, forklift, simultaneously, weld, and conveyor belt. Now let's look at them one by one. What can you see in this picture? Good. You can see people in a factory making phones. They are manufacturing the phones. So manufacturing is the process or business of producing goods in factories. Next word. What is happening here? They are putting the parts of a car together. Where are they? They are in a factory. Very good. The factory where they assemble, that is, they put together the part, is called assembly plant. So plant is another name for factory. So an assembly plant is a factory where large items such as cars are put together, usually using parts which have been made in other factories. Next word. What is he using to carry the goods? He is using a forklift. A forklift is a vehicle with two bars in the front for moving and lifting heavy goods. What are they doing? They are throwing baseballs. One after the other? No, at the same time. That is, simultaneously. Simultaneous means at the same time. They threw the balls simultaneously. Good. What can you see here? Two pieces of metal joined together. That means they are welded together. To weld means to join pieces of metal by heating them and pressing them together. Our last word. Have you seen something like this at the airport before? Of course you have. What is it and what does it do? It's a conveyor belt. It's a continuous moving belt that carries objects from one place to another. For example, in a factory or airport. Very good. Now open your course books to page 28. Exercise 2. The photos show the main stages in assembling a car, but they are in the wrong order. Write the figure numbers, figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, figure 5, and figure 6 in the correct boxes in the flow chart. This is the flow chart. You need to write the figure numbers. Now, pause the video and try your best to write the figure numbers in the correct order in the flow chart. Don't worry, you will have a chance to check your answers later. Great. Now let's go to the next task on the same page. Exercise 3. Make captions for the 6 photos with the verbs and nouns in the box. Use verbs ending in ing. For the verbs we have add, attach, install, paint, test, weld, and nouns we have body, chassis, finished car, and parts. By now, you should have the figure numbers in the flow chart. Your task is to add the captions using verbs ending in ing. In our first lesson in this unit, we added headings to paragraphs. This is one of the paragraphs and its heading. Let's read it. The face of the cutter has 85 teeth. Each tooth is 60 centimeters long. The cutter face rotates about 7 times a minute. When it rotates, the teeth cut large circles into the surface of the rock. Which verb expresses the main idea or the main action of the paragraph. It is cut. What is cut? The surface of the rock. So that is why we have cutting the rock surface. You see that ing is added to the verb. So that is what you're supposed to do. And you have an example here. This figure here, number 6, is welding, you see, welding the body panels to the body frame. Pause the video and give it a try. All right, now it is time to check our answers. But to do that, we will have to read. Go to page 29 of the course book. Read this website of a car company and check your answers to exercise 2 and exercise 3. Pause the video, read the text, and check your answers. Great. Did you get everything right? Let's check the answers together. A is figure 6, 5, figure 5, good. And exercise 3, welding the body panels to the body frame. Very good. This is the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will be with me in our next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.